Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Weirdio Pod. Today we are not with Arian. He died in combat. Please give us views if that ever does actually happen, and make us become super popular.
He'll be back next time.
He'll be back. We don't know what he's doing. You know, he drops his phone in the toilet every other week, so it's like, I don't know.
Disney man.
Anyway, new news: Banjo-Kazooie is out for Super Smash Brothers, and is overshadowed by the Sans Me costume.
I can't believe. Oh, you gonna say, Simon?
Oh no, you go ahead.
I can't believe a costume revitalized interest in a character. Meme Gunner.
Oh, I was like,
No.
what character?
Honestly, you gotta feel bad for me, Gunner. Literally, all these cool costumes. Because I think about it, even in Smash 4, they had cool, they had a K-Roll me costume and everything. No one cared about any of these costumes. But then, the moment it was Sans, everyone freaks out.
The thing that's different about this costume is that you can't see any of the Mii Gunner's face or the Mii's face.
Yeah, but that's also true for a bunch of, some of the other ones are like that too, but... No, it definitely does look like a character.
It definitely does.
Yeah. And that's what
Yeah,
makes it great.
Should we all play later today?
So many people were hating on, on Twitter, there's only two YouTubers that were like, we didn't ask for the direct, but thanks, I guess. And then Arlo's was the okayest direct ever.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, people are entitled to their own opinion, you know?
I agree, but I think it's like, oh man, it's dumb to complain about people not liking your opinion when your opinion's a bad opinion.
Why are they, defending them?
Arlo was trying to defend himself. Arlo starts off the video with, no Pikmin 4! Like, the first 5 minutes of the video is him just doing,
That's hilarious. Oh my god. That's running. I watched some of his videos, and that's like something he talks about all the time.
Yeah, and some game called Thousand Year Door.
Oh, yeah.
Mario Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, I've never played it. Here's the audio.
I played that game. That was.
Didn't happen. I went out on that limb, and it snapped. It snapped right under me. There was no Pikmin 4 at all. Sticking with Big Direct or anything, but you know what? You gotta try sometimes. I mean,
Literally, the video starts out with,
move, muffin. Didn't happen.
and then you complain about your audience hating you. What the heck, dude?
Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know. I feel like for all the series I've had to wait for, I'm okay if there's delays because for the most part, I trust the game companies for the most part. But I can understand Pikmin because it kind of seems like they just abandoned it and then didn't even talk about it. You know, like with Metroid, they gave an update, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna need to restart it, but then with Pikmin, they kind of just said they're gonna make it and then
Pikmin
never
5?
talk.
Yeah, and speculations and interviews are like, oh, we're gonna make it, but I mean, I don't think there was ever any
No,
fact. Arian's
you
on his
imagine-
way, so that's good that it took so long.
He didn't.
Could you imagine the Smash Bros. Hate for Olimar just makes it even worse for Nintendo? They're like, maybe we should.
Yeah, it's all the Smash Bros.
Like-
hate. That's why they don't put Pikmin out. I would be so mad.
It's like people kind of hate this character, actually.
I would be so
No,
angry.
you know what? Bayonetta's still getting a new game, so that's actually kind of debunks that, right?
I don't think
know,
people
it's like,
hate
Bayonetta's
Bayonetta
not
in
like
Ultimate.
Nintendo.
Yeah. And it's not Nintendo, that's true, not Nintendo license.
It's Nintendo exclusive, though. Now it is.
Now it is. Now it is. Yeah, now it is. I mean, I guess, but yeah, I guess that's where developers like the
I
money
know.
comes
I know
from.
you actually played Bayonetta 1 and 2, Anthony. How was it? Because
I
like
played
I've
Bayonetta
never
1. And it was
only Bayonetta 1.
Yeah. There's a lot of games on my plate, and I'm like, it's a lot. Just
Your opinion on it is it's a lot?
not the no like
Or
I have
just
like
your
a lot of
backlist?
games
Yeah.
on my plate that I gotta go through. Like,
Yeah, Anthony has a huge backlog of games. I started playing on the SNES, but what was your favorite part about Bayonetta?
I like beating up the angels.
Beating up Jesus' chosen angels. Wow. You hear that, God? If you're listening out there, God? Anthony just said that.
I think my favorite part of Bayonetta was seeing the faces of my favorite top players after they got 0 deaths at 150% last stock Evo, game 10.
Oh yeah, that Bayonetta one-player game. Yeah. Hot take: custom should have been allowed in the entirety of Smash 4's life.
What if one final patch, the last patch of Smash Ultimate, they just introduce customs again?
That'd be insane, dude. Stop.
But
That would
it's
never
like
happen.
actually in it, but like actually well integrated, not like the shitty Smash 4 customs.
There were some pretty bad Smash 4 customs, but they were goofy, and that's why I loved them.
No, there were some cool ones, but then there were some really like boring ones, like Mario, big fireball.
Yeah,
small-
yeah, that was kind of it. It's like
And
character
then
as a
Dr.
neutral
Mario,
B,
just
big neutral
big
B.
pill, regular
Yeah,
pill.
giant pill. Game and Watch, small bacon, big bacon.
Yo, I remember Game & Watch's like other 9 hammers were so bad. There's one that you could only do a 1 or a 9.
Yep.
Like
They
this
nerfed
is so
the 9.
fucking awful.
It was like a 1 in 3 chance that you'd get a 9 or something. I thought it was hilarious though, if I'm being honest. And then Bucket worked differently,
I think so.
and then Uppy worked differently as well. You go higher.
No, okay. There were some cool ones, I will admit. Like Villager's Trip Seed, that one was so overpowered, but it was so cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I think it would have been awesome to see more data on how well it would have done in like a S tier, you know?
And y'all haven't been dealing with like DK's custom uppy.
Oh my god, I remember.
I don't. What was it?
It was like the
Super
dumbest
Just
armor?
spinning. So literally, instead of a multi-hitbox, it was a single hitbox. But the thing was, DK would suck you in, and then so you would get hit by it, and it had end lag. If you landed it right, like it would have no end lag, so you can
Nice.
calm. So you would be off stage, and then you would up B to center stage and get a combo off of it,
Nice.
and it killed.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's,
it
how,
was.
that's how Smash 4... That could have saved Smash 4 some...
No, I remember when customs were legal. There's this one guy at like Xanadu tournaments. He was winning every single Xanadu tournament.
Yeah, I heard that. There's like a Kirby guy with the Kirby Suck custom that jumps and sucks. I like that.
Oh my god, I remember that. That was so stupid.
I liked all of them. I mean, nothing's more stupid than Bayonetta, let's be honest, guys, as an entire character. But I've been playing on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. for the online, the free online. And I gotta say, Super Mario World, pretty good game. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever played of it or heard of it. It's kind of a niche game.
No. Can you tell me about it?
So basically,
Can
you
you tell
play
me
as
about
one of
Nintendo's
two
first
plumbers.
Super Nintendo game?
Is that its first?
It's like one of the first.
Oh, okay. I know it's not its first Super Mario Bros. Game, but
Wait, who's first?
Like one of the first Super Nintendo games.
Oh yeah, that was like a launch title.
nice. It's a good title. And then I've been playing that other one, the King Arthur one, the Arthur from Capcom one, where like everyone dies all the time, but
Super Ghouls and Ghosts?
yeah, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Well, both games, Super Mario Bros. And Super Ghouls and Ghosts, are really good games to play on the Switch because you could rewind if you die,
Oh, yeah.
and that makes it a lot more fun. I've decided.
Yeah, Super Ghouls and Ghosts is a really hard game though.
Yeah, that's what it hurts. But when you have a rewind ability, it's not that bad. In fact, I haven't died once.
You just rewind. How many times have you rewinded them?
Oh man, probably 52 times or something, But it's all
Don't
good.
lie, it was probably more than that.
I've barely gotten through like level 1 or 2, so definitely only 52. It's not too bad. You have a double jump in that game, and I think that game really innovated and inspired Smash Bros. To have double jumps, and thus Arthur from Ghouls and Ghosts should definitely be in Smash Ultimate.
I can see it.
You know what the bullshit thing about that game is?
What?
To get the true ending, you have to beat the game twice.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh.
It's like the original Ghouls and Ghosts on the Nintendo.
Yep, both of them.
They did that as well.
It's
Wow.
just an unnecessarily difficult game.
Wait, didn't you
I
play
think-
a game that was just Three Houses? Is kind of like that.
Not Three Houses. I was Bravely Default.
Oh, okay, Bravery Default.
Where
Yeah.
after you do like the 4 crystals, you gotta do it again like several times.
Over 60 hours of gameplay.
Right, guys?
Tons of side bosses that you can fight over and over.
Yeah,
again.
that's when a developer says hours and hours of gameplay. They just like, oh yeah, you can just fight the same boss over and over again. I think Hollow Knight kind of does that, but like they do it in a cooler way.
You know what? Even though I haven't beaten it, Hollow Knight does it in a smart way. They use backtracking as a way to show you progression, and also they change up the
Oh,
level
yeah.
a little bit.
But
With
after
the
you beat the
abilities.
game, you do this thing called a boss rush, basically, and you can fight like a certain amount of bosses in a row, as long as you don't die, in this row because you're like locked in a room, and you can have different difficulty levels to fight them. And then also you can refight the bosses and take their souls, so it's kind of like Dark Souls, but you refight them. And they're in a harder form, in ghost form. And Anthony did that with all of them.
Like that was before like some DLCs came out.
Yeah, but the ghost thing was still a thing, yeah.
Yeah, there was like some bosses that had like dreams that you could just
Yeah,
go into
exactly.
and like, fight a stronger version of them.
Yeah, I did not do that part. That was way too rough. But it's
You
a
guys
fun
gonna
game.
get the new game?
Oh, of course.
The new Hollow Knight? Yeah, for sure. That game looks
When's
high.
that coming out?
I don't know. Do you remember, Anthony? Or
I don't think they set a date specifically.
Yeah.
They just
They just
said that
showed
they were
us.
working on it.
Like, it'll come out when it fucking comes out, alright?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's cool. That honestly, since it's a Switch exclusive, it gives me hope that it'll be on the Ultimate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's not a
Dang it, man. Well, they announced it during a Nintendo Direct, so it's like gives me hope.
You would think so, like, but honestly, a lot of the games they haven't really released new titles for it. Like, Persona 5 isn't going to be on the Switch anytime soon.
Oh, of course not.
It's a Switch.
Actually, you know what's funny? They had a working title called P5S, right? So you'd think Persona 5 Switch, but it was actually it's a dancing game. Yeah, they released dancing games, and then also Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have a Hyrule Warriors version, but for Persona 5. I forgot what the main series is called.
I would love to see Beautiful Joe re-released for the Switch. That'd be a good game to rewind on.
Oh yeah.
Even though you can already
Yeah,
rewind
they
it.
go
You can buy
transfer
it on,
well.
like the PS2 and the GameCube.
You can rewind already in the game. What'd you say, Simon?
I feel like honestly, like they really are sitting on a coin when it comes to that. Because on the Wii, they had so many games that you could buy that were on the old. You could buy so many N64, but in this one, like they're really taking their time.
Oh yeah.
Like they're releasing games, but imagine if you could just play like Super Mario Sunshine right now if you wanted to, or like
Yeah, that'd be sick.
some of the more
GameCube
popular. Yeah, like
Melee
having
HD.
that on your Switch.
Melee HD?
Melee? Melee?
No, they wouldn't want.
That's what.
They wouldn't want all the sales and players from Ultimate to go down the drain by releasing Melee on the Switch. So
Man, it's never happening at this point.
I know, I'm kidding. But that'd be cool, like a GameCube era.
What do you think? I mean, maybe it would get. I don't think Melee HD would get released, but I could definitely see just Melee getting released one day, right?
Yeah, probably could. The Switch could probably handle it one for one. I mean, someone's cell phone can handle Melee. Like, I've played Melee on a cell phone before.
You have, really?
Yeah, with an adapter. It was Ed Boy's cell phone.
Oh my god, how small is it?
It was
It
small
was
as a cell
as
phone.
small as a cell phone, like a smartphone.
Yeah. Did you
Oh
play on
my
it?
god.
I think I played on it.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. You're like, well, now I've played Melee on everything. Just like, the last thing
Is it
I need to
good
play Melee
practice,
on is
though?
like a fridge or a microwave or something. Yeah, it was fine. It was pretty close to 1-for-1.
Could you imagine Smash Summit? Grand, they have you play on their fridge.
Yeah.
Like it's just the two best players in the world. And,
Someone's like, I gotta get a drink.
around the
Excuse me.
fridge. Yeah, it's like, can I open the fridge like mid game?
Yeah. Summit is... Oh, yeah, there's main stage that's coming up. I was thinking of going to that, but I don't know. Probably not anymore. But if we planned ahead, I would have.
We gotta go. We gotta go to one new tournament that isn't Genesis or Evo.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking Gommel or something. I don't know. Once I become a software developer, we can for sure do that. So I'll be loaded.
Okay, like, would there be stuff to do in Gommel though? Because I know, like, what is Canada? Where is it exactly?
I have some family in Canada on my dad's side.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going to see Canada because I've heard nothing but good
Oh,
things.
Canada, my home and faithful land. We'd also need to get all of our passports, though.
I got a passport.
Yeah, I don't know where mine is, or yeah. But I would have to get one.
I think my family has mine.
Yeah, Why would we go to a terrible country? I don't know. I've been thinking about other events. Shine, there was like mosquitoes that could kill you there, so I was like, oh my god. So, and SmashCon was just terribly run apparently, and like the security.
No
was
way,
doing
really?
this. You didn't hear about that? I literally tagged you in some post on Twitter as like, Simon, you wanted to go to SmashCon.
But no one can be Smash and Splash, the guy masturbating.
Oh yeah. Now that's where we should really go. Let's be honest, guys. Come on.
Honestly, I want to. You know what? After watching that, I want to go to Smash.
Heck yeah, dude.
Let's go on the. Look, come on, guys. Let's all go for a swim.
I actually went to Smash and Splash. My pools are supposed to start in like 10 minutes from now. That's the joke online. It's like people will tweet, "Oh, my pools! I can't make it to Shine this year. My pools for Smash and Splash are about to start."
No, honestly, I think about that, like how some people play at 12, and I play way worse if that late, honestly.
I don't know. It depends on how early I was awake. Sometimes I feel like I play perfect at midday, and then sometimes I feel like I play perfect at midnight. So
Yeah.
I just don't play perfect at tournament. Whatever tournament time.
Just gotta shake the nerves, man.
Whatever the tournament time is.
You just gotta go through so many tournaments that you get used to playing in tournaments.
Well, I am. It's just, I don't know. I'm not on my peak performance. Like, it's not even nerves. It's just like I forget like things and get into habits, you know. But that is what it is, you know.
You know what I realized? You just have to listen to anime music the entire time when you're playing Smash Bros. It'll give you the inspiration. You'll believe you're the one who should win.
Listen to what? Anime music?
Yeah, just anime music.
I just thought you were gonna say Pikmin music.
ambient noises.
White sound, rain. I tried to listen to rain once actually. I was like, I wonder how rain does.
What about just static?
No, you actually bring you bring a CRT with you and you just plug it into the wall and then you plug your headphones into that.
Could you imagine? No, yeah, it's like you're in top 8 and it's like, what do you think he's listening to? And then
It's like that Inside Out meme.
yeah.
I wonder what's going on inside of his head.
This reminds me of an episode of Cougar Town where like the ex-husband just used to play good golf, and then he started thinking about all the horrible things happening in the world, and he couldn't play golf anymore, and then just learned to like turn into white noise and just he can play golf again.
Why did he start
That
thinking
sounds
of
kind of depressing.
Yeah, what kind of show is this?
It's an old sitcom from like the 2000s.
Oh, okay, wow.
Well, like, be funny. That just made me sad.
Dude, you just turn up the volume to whatever you're listening to so you can't hear the cries of your ancestors and the people around you. I can't believe you don't own the Me Gunner costume, Simon.
I can't believe you don't own Megalovania on the Switch.
Yeah. You
I-
of all people, dude.
I've just been slacking on the Smash Bros. Recently. It's just been nothing but Persona. I'm almost done though, and then I can No Life Red Dead Redemption, and then God of War, and then I'll play Smash.
Do you even go to locals?
Yeah. Nah. Not Have you guys?
No. Anthony goes to Monday ones, though. Exclusively.
Yeah, just the Mondays ones.
Thursday one's too far, and
It's not just too far, it's that it's like I've been kind of busy Tuesdays and Thursdays.
oh, interesting. Me too.
How have you been placing? Tell
Yeah,
the
fifth.
audience.
5th, last Monday. I could have gotten 3rd if I didn't lose to the Bowser.
The Bowser. So long, gay Bowser.
You lost to a Bowser? Bowser?
I know! Fucking...
You went Dark Samus.
Nah, you know what, Bowser? Okay, Bowser's actually good. All right.
Oh yeah, I forgot to link you that. That's a good reminder. Look up because there's a Dark Samus or a Samus player named Joker. Have you heard of him, Simon?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen. Yeah, he played that low tier city. He played phenomenal. Like he moves around with Samus. Like he makes Samus
Who's
a fast character,
It's like,
which is very impressive because Samus is not a fast character.
I
very
don't know.
true.
She can be pretty slow at times.
You know what, Anthony? Maybe you need to take off that armor. Zero Suit Samus me. There we go.
Nah.
Why not?
Zero Suit Samus requires like a lot more like finesse to play. Fucking.
Dude, you just need to spam down B. That's all. That's all they do.
That was Simon slamming down B on his controller.
Just slamming down B.
No, Anthony's right. From what you told me about Zero Suit Samus, you're like, oh yeah, she has a different side B if you hold it.
Yeah, were you interested in Zero Suit as well, Luke?
For like a half a second until you told me how complex she was, and then I was like, nope, never mind.
You're like, I'm not trying to have another Olimar. That might get nerfed.
Exactly. But also ZSS sucks, so...
Yeah, exactly. Good point. Honestly, at this point they really don't listen to people. I'm pretty sure they look at their own stats. Because I know Zero Suit got nerfed at first as well.
Wait, Nintendo?
Yeah,
No, okay.
Zero Suit got nerfed at first.
Yeah. Yeah, but they'll never fix the shield, so...
You know what? Maybe they're doing it so people recognize that shield angling is in the game when you press shield and the special button at the same time. They're like, you know what? We need a character that really sets a good example of this mechanic.
Even when you do it, like, it's hard to do it all the time, you know, because buffer. Like, you hold shield, and then someone hits your shield before you're able to buffer the input of shield angled. I don't know. If Shuton is having trouble with winning, then it's, like, a problem.
Shuton was just carried.
Bruh.
I'm just messing with you. Just play banjo.
So how's work and how's Persona 5?
So work has been just great. I had the great pleasure of working this Saturday.
Oh wow.
Saturday shift.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I feel like I played that game before, by the way.
What game?
Link's Awakening. I feel like I remember the beginning. Is Minish Cap start the exact same way with the exact same castle?
I don't think so.
I just feel like I remember releasing the princess from whatever.
Are you talking about like Link to the Past? The Super Nintendo game?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like they do start a bit similar.
Ah, okay.
Like
The beginning?
The beginning,
Yeah, okay.
Except-
It was like, dude, this is so familiar. Did I beat this game already? Like, I almost didn't want to play it because it's like... But definitely good, both good games. Anyway, so...
You just go.
So, work, Simon? You got to work a Saturday shift for the first time?
Yeah, no, it was very fun to see. You know what? All the other employees have to work Saturday shifts except for the engineers. Only one engineer has to go in, so I really got to feel their pain of giving up half a Saturday. It's not
Wow.
fun. You know what? They even told me like they told me it hasn't happened in over. They told me sometimes they have to work Sundays as well too.
In over a what?
They have to work Sundays as well.
Yeah, but it
So,
hasn't happened in over a what?
a year.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's but working a Saturday and a Sunday in a week. Like Jesus Christ.
Man, it's like you. Oh man, that would be so rough. It's like the working class or something. Jeez, dude. I'm sorry to all of our listeners who are in the working class. And Simon just basically insulted your 40-plus hour work weeks, but he doesn't understand his cultural privilege.
No, yeah. I just wish it was just standard for 40-hour work weeks.
Anyway, how's Persona 5? 4? 5? 4? 5.
No, 5, yeah. No, it's
How do you
honestly,
have 99 hours in Persona that quickly, Simon?
I've been playing it pretty much nonstop. It's one of those games where it there's never really a good like point where you're like, okay, this is a good point to stop. I'm gonna stop playing right now. It always just like adds a little extra thing to like drag you along as well. So it's you just there's literally been times where it was like 6 o'clock and I'm like, okay, I'll call Joanna in like 5 minutes. But then I just literally I played for 5 hours, and then at 11, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to sleep now.
Jonah who?
Because I literally just play because I just get roped in, man. I don't know.
Dude, Nier Automata for Smash? Hype.
Yeah. I don't.
Nier Automata? You're gonna buy that next, right? Nier Automo?
Definitely not. Gonna buy Metal Gear next for sure.
Man, so we were talking about this before the podcast, but I don't remember the ending of that. How was the ending when you watched the video?
Yeah, like so. Okay, have you? What is your knowledge on the Metal Gear series? What other games have you played?
I played 1, 2, I think I skipped 3. Is 3 Snake Eater?
Yeah, 3 is Snake.
Okay, I skipped 3. I watched Anthony play it. I played. What is 4 the one where Snake dies? Yes, 4, and I played 4. 4 is the only video game, or one of the only video games to make me cry.
So you've played all the Metal Gear Solid, but have you played any of the Metal Gear games?
What is he talking about?
Like the 2 that came before are Solid on like a Japanese computer. There was Metal Gear games before Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PSX.
What the heck are you guys talking about,
Dude, no. Okay, so I remember when I first found this out. It was sophomore year of high school. Tarek was telling me about it, and I thought he was bullshitting me. But I searched it up. So the thing is, those 2 games before it, Metal Gear 1 is about Big Boss, like that. You know the
Yeah, the clone, the guy that was.
yeah. You just yeah. Well, you're the one that got cloned by him, basically, and then the second one. It's about like so you know the ending of Metal Gear Solid 5, how it shows him like walking out that room.
No, I don't remember it at all.
Like he looks in the mirror, and then he walks out the room because he finds out he's a clone of the big boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do you remember that part? Like, because it shows that flashback where he jumps in front of the explosion to save Big Boss.
So wait,
And
who jumps in front of the explosion? I'm pulling up the
the
video
doc.
right now.
So, so the doctor.
It says real ending though. Maybe I didn't get the real ending.
Is it a real ending?
I mean, it says real ending. Yeah, he's looking at the mirror. I like how Metal Gear Solid 5 starts. You're in the hospital, right? Yeah.
Oh no, I love the start. The start is it sets the mood so well. I think it's probably one of the best video game openings. Probably definitely top 5 in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a good start, and they got a good soundtrack if you play the cassette tapes.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, he actually is looking at himself. No, he got reconstructive surgery apparently, Simon.
Yeah, so that they reconstructed the guy's face to look like Big Boss.
Yeah.
And so in Metal Gear 2, that when you kill Big Boss, you don't actually kill Big Boss, you kill the guy you play as in Metal Gear 5. So him walking out that room,
Metal Gear
it,
2, you kill Big Boss?
you kill the snake that you're playing as right now, the clone.
Bro, this is too complicated, Simon.
No, it's really confusing. Like even when I'm explaining it, I'm like, this just sounds wacky.
Because I played 2, and I remember that I actually didn't get to the ending because the ending was bogus, and I didn't have a memory card at the time. I was like a
Yeah,
12-year-old.
Metal Gear Solid 2 is such a trippy ending, and it
Yeah.
had such unnecessarily difficult boss fight before the final boss. You have to take down. Like, have you played it, Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony, he had my copy. It was like
You know
super
that like
stretched, though.
freaking. I played it on like the second hardest difficulty, but where you have to take down like 20 of the freaking Metal Gears.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I died so many times on that part. That was, I remember that was a multi-day process. I was like, I just went to sleep defeated.
So I had to leave my PlayStation 2 on because I didn't have a memory card at the time, or I couldn't
You
find
wanted
it.
to unlock Mewtwo?
Yeah. And then like the power cut out, and I got to the end of Metal Gear Solid, and then the power cut out in my house. Like there was like a storm, and I was like, no. And I was so sad, dude. So I don't know.
I'm so
I don't know if I remember this ending where the helicopter blows up or not, because the ending I got in Metal Gear Solid 2 was he was in the alien spaceship, and then I was trapped in a corridor. In a literal endless corridor.
So, okay, I think you got to a certain part of the game, but you just didn't know where to go because you have to. So, is it the part where like the colonel's talking to you and he's talking weird as fuck?
Well, everyone turns into aliens.
Yeah, yeah. So so it's not endless. You can find your way out of there.
I was running forever.
No, I know. It's like I got lost. I remember. I think I know which section you're talking about because I got lost for like an hour and a half in that section.
Wow.
But
And that's
go
not even
back
close
and-
to the end, or what?
That's like no, that's really close.
Yeah.
You were like 2 years away from the end.
I thought so.
Yeah, it gets weird. Like you even get so there's this one moment where like it shows the game over screen.
Yep.
But
Yep.
actually still alive.
And they're
you
saying
got to
they're
that-
saying this. Turn off your PlayStation 2. That's what they're telling me. I was like, what? No! And they're like, just turn it off. Game over. And I'm like, I don't have a memory card.
Wait, you got to that part?
Yeah, dude. I just left my PlayStation 2 on the entire time. I'd go to bed.
So
I'd leave it on.
So you got to the part where you got to play on the game over screen?
What do you mean?
Because if you got to that point, you were like literally right next to
I know. I was so close, Simon. So I was right next to a door that led me out of the corridor.
Okay, did you watch a scene where Snake's like he points to his headband and then he says infinite ammo?
Probably, you know. I don't know. It was very trippy. It was very trippy.
It was. I think that's why I enjoyed it so much because everyone.
I do
hated it.
think I think Metal Gear Solid 2 is one of my favorites just because of how weird it is. It's like, why are there vampires? You're just like,
No,
what the
I
heck?
gotta say, I remember like especially playing it a few years later. You're like, holy fuck, man! At first, when you play, it feels like you're controlling a literal tank.
You think so? I never felt that way. Compared to like
at first,
I don't know, because it was like
compared to like Resident Evil.
Resident Evil's controlling a tank. What are you
Resident
talking
Evil is
about?
Definitely tank control.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, compared to Resident Evil, it's good, but
Oh, okay. I was like,
no.
the
I
thing
know.
is, for its time, it's not that bad. Like, it's not that tanky for its time.
I'm baffled by like.
I like how you gotta play as Raiden, and
Yeah.
I
How
thought that
the,
was
the,
cool. Two main characters.
I'm just like honestly fascinated at how long it took like game developers to figure out. It's like, oh, why don't we use the right analog stick as a camera control? Because like in Metal Gear Solid 2, I remember the functionality of it. The only time you use it is to like spray. You spray like this freeze on these C4s by pressing down on the right analog stick, and I'm like. To use this for a fucking camera?
When did you play Metal Gear Solid 2? How old were you?
I was like 12.
Yeah, me too.
I had a phase where I remember I used to play Xbox like only like online games.
Yeah.
And phase where just 2 years I only played single player games.
That's kind of the phase of life I'm in right now because I
Yeah.
get way too into online games, and I'll put like 250 hours in PUBG, or something dumb like that.
Yeah.
And
it gets you.
Well, it has nothing to do with the game itself. It's just the people that you're talking to.
Yeah, and not only that, I feel like once for a lot of games at least, like not all games, once you reach that point where you get good enough to actually compete, sometimes it really just stops becoming fun. Like I feel like that's how it was for me with Overwatch.
I
Like
thought
the
you were gonna
better,
say Ultimate.
yeah. I'm quitting Ultimate, guys. I'm sorry.
But we
I think
bought
I'm gonna
Genesis.
become I'm gonna become a Persona Entertainment channel. I'm buying a PS, getting Persona 4 Golden, dusting up my PlayStation 2, playing Persona.
You have a PlayStation 2?
I know, I don't.
Yeah,
I think they're pretty cheap.
there's so many of them.
I was looking at, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, since I have like a little bit of extra spending money, I was so tempted to be like, if a PS Vita is cheap enough, I'll just buy a PS Vita and then get Persona 4 Golden. But like, PS Vitas are $100 used for a dead console.
Yeah, it's just I agree.
Even deader than the Wii U.
I had a PSP
Everyone jokes about. Oh no, same. The PSP was great, but the PS Vita just had no games. That's the problem.
No games. I remember playing a Neopets game on the PSP. One of my favorite games of all time.
I remember I played God of War and then like Unreal Legends or Untold Legends. I forgot what it was called.
And dude, this was Nostalgia Cast. That's the name of the episode.
Know. Just thinking about all the good games. I honestly, like, the more I think about it, I remember I always thought when I was a kid, I'm like, will I play video games all my life? But at my age, I'm like, I definitely feel like I'm probably going to play games all my life.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to.
It's just because.
What are you gonna find as a hobby that will overtake video games ever?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Something else can come up, right?
Woodworking? I don't know. Like, what the heck?
No, like, not even. Well, working is one thing, but I'm just talking about how.
No, I said woodworking. Like, you start building birdhouses and crap.
Oh.
Like, that's your new hobby.
Fuck no.
Like, yeah. I don't know. Like, there's sports, but that's kind of.
I'm literally having to assemble shit at my job. Like, because I guess that's the one fun part about the job is because we have like a fab shop, and they kind of give interns very free reign, so we can make whatever the fuck we want, and they give us projects to make these things.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
like Legos and
like
stuff.
a lot of these. Yeah, no, you just have a lot of tools at your disposal, and whatever you think is what you think.
Cool. Well, Altec actually sounds like the kind of place I would go to help me build a wind-powered car.
No, You definitely could. It's. I mean, it's custom. I mean, you couldn't build a car. It would have to be a truck.
Oh, then never mind, dude. Never mind. I'm deleting
Yeah.
that from the podcast so no one steals it.
No free advertising. Altec is not sponsor us.
Only trucks, dude. That's so weird. Yeah, but I don't think I'll ever stop playing video games. It's like a retro thing, unless like you have kids, right? I think you'll play a lot less video games, but I don't think it would make you just completely stop. My mom is a gamer.
But your mom still plays or what?
Yeah, she plays. She's a gamer, dude. She plays Candy Crush. Have you heard of
Still
it?
playing Candy Crush all the time right
Yeah,
now?
she's playing Candy Crush right now. I'm like, Mom, why aren't you playing on your Switch? What are you doing this garbage game for? She's like, I've already played, because she has like 2,000 hours in Breath of the Wild and Odyssey and everything. So it's like,
Yeah.
you gotta play them.
Oh my gosh. I feel like your mom, she would probably enjoy so many types of games if she just expanded her horizons.
Yeah, I agree. I try to tell her that, but
Yeah, like I feel like because the games she likes, I'm like, okay, she would clearly like these other types of games, but I guess she's just sticks to what she knows.
yeah, she just likes really good graphics. Is honestly weirdly like a big thing for her.
She should not be playing a Switch. Then she should get the PS5.
Yeah, dude. So you've heard about it now.
Yeah, wasn't that like the announcement at E3 about?
I don't know. I think they.
No, that was for the Xbox.
Yeah, Sony didn't show up.
Oh, God, a new generation, guys.
I do remember the Metal Gear Solid ending now. I just never understood it, so that does make
Yeah,
sense.
see, like now that
I think I understood it. I was like, oh wow, so they reconstructed his face. Who is he? Just some random guy from. Listen, the thing is, he is a random guy. He wasn't even like. If it was like Raiden, I would be like, oh, that's so sick. But it was a random guy in a helicopter that picked up Big Boss.
it would make no sense if it was Raiden.
I know, but it would be so much cooler if it was Raiden and not Mr. No Name number 26.
I mean, I don't know. I think it was a good twist. I remember.
The thing is, you can play the entire Metal Gear Solid game as a different character. You don't even have to be Big Boss, or
Really?
clone. Yeah. I'm playing it right now
Oh
because
yeah,
like you
I
capture
remember
people,
Yeah, I remember that.
and I play as a guy who has way better stats than Boss.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I play as a guy who has like all SS plus. So
Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know why I didn't get more into it. Maybe now's the time.
it's a fun game. It's just like it's weird that they roll the credits every time you beat a mission. To me, and then
Yeah, I guess to give it a episodic feel, I suppose.
yeah, and it doesn't feel as dungeony and movie like as I don't know. Let's say 2 or 4.
I think no, honestly, I think.
But let's
I'm
be
looking-
honest, 4 was just a movie.
Yeah, no, 4 was just like I really don't. I feel like you have to go into like Metal Gear Solid 4 with that kind of mindset.
Yeah,
you know?
I was like, there are so
You
many
can't be
damn
looking to
cutscenes.
you can't be looking to play a game. You gotta be looking to like watch a movie.
Yeah, play a movie. Hell yeah. And then when your character's about to die, be slamming on the button as hard as you can.
It's like, come on, okay, Sakurai, we get it. You want to make a movie? Come on.
Sakurai.
Oh my god.
Deo.
Oh my god. Kojima, my bad.
Man, when both of those guys are up there and do you think Kojima went to Sakurai's house and played Smash with him?
Yeah, man, probably not, honestly.
You're right. I wonder if Kojima went to I mean, the guy who created Persona went to Sakurai's house and played video games with him.
I don't know. I feel like that would be a lot more like business oriented because the thing with that interaction of Toby Fox is he's an indie game developer, so it's only one person. Whereas the other characters, there's probably a lot of legal stuff that goes behind the scenes. So it's not really.
Yeah, because
casual.
Toby Fox completely owns the rights to.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Toby Fox was literally like just they ate somewhere, signed a contract, and because he's music for another Nintendo game.
He what?
He's making I forgot. I think it's
It was like a Game Freak game that's not.
Oh,
that's not
Pokemon.
yeah,
Pokemon.
yeah.
It was a Pokemon, but
No,
it wasn't
it's
Sword
not.
and Shield. It was Pokemon Quest or something.
No.
No.
It was the Pokemon.
It's
it
a
was,
different
Game
IP.
Freak is making a different game.
That's not Pokemon?
That Toby Fox
Now,
working
why
the
do you
music
think
on.
the new Pokemon's so trash?
Because they're working on a different game.
No, but
Yeah,
I
no,
can
and-
finally
and
eat
so
tons of curry and rice.
Wait, what'd you say?
They
Any
got a
Pokemon
Toby
game.
Fox for the soundtrack of the game.
Something about curry and rice is a Pokemon?
In Pokemon Sword and Shield, you can cook like curry and rice.
Oh, yeah, and then your Pokemon just watch you eat it, and you're just like...
I mean, they're eating it too.
Oh, they are? Because it looks like they were just watching you eat, like, a hot rice thing from a video.
So you got like, honestly, the more I play Persona, the more I'm kind of confused at why I just, for the life of me, can't get into Pokemon at all. Because I look at the games and I'm like, fundamentally, they are very similar games. Like
Persona
the comp.
Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
you literally like.
Pokemon Sona.
Like Pokemon literally took the idea of capturing like all the animals or personas from Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, Simon, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. Like,
Get some help, Simon.
yeah.
Pokemon's like my childhood.
I just don't get it. Like Pokemon's just so.
It's a grind, and you hate grinding.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because that's why you don't like Hollow Knight somewhat, because you're like, oh, I have to grind to get money?
I
Like,
see
you're
that's
honing your
the thing,
skills.
though, like, I don't mind grinding once I really get into a game. Because, like, when I played Dark Souls, I grinded the fuck out that game.
Oh, everyone grinds Dark Souls. That's not a good excuse, Simon.
No, not even, like, progressing. I remember for PvP.
Yeah.
So, I would get, like...
That's like-
I wanted to get...
PvP is also counts as online, so that doesn't even count as grinding.
No, I meant, like, so what I would do is I would grind, like, grind these enemies that would have a small percentage chance of dropping humanity, and I would do this for hours just so I could have, like, humanity so I could heal in the combat.
Yeah, so you were grinding just so you could play online.
Yeah.
You're not
There's-
like I mean,
It's so...
maybe if you got into the competitive aspect of like the later Pokemons where you play online, maybe you would not mind grinding, but I never did, and I just enjoyed the rise and grind. You know, I play Pokemon Go every day. You know, that kid's got to be 18 by now.
I think I know why. It's because he didn't watch the show growing up.
I didn't watch the show growing up.
Supposedly the most recent anime for...
My dad forbid me from watching the show growing up. He said it was demonic.
What? Really?
So growing up in a Christian
Demonic
household is,
Pokemon?
yeah.
Why?
I don't know, dude. Like the radio, like Family Life Radio will tell them things like, "Oh, don't let your kids like." They will like brainwash your parents growing up.
I remember the only instance I had of that, and it was such a surprise to me because I remember my dad was very relaxed about buying any game. I wouldn't have to really act like. even if it was an M game, he wouldn't really care, right?
Yeah.
I remember when I wanted to get Grand Theft Auto 5, I had to really debate with him about it. Just and like I remember his argument was like they they have a stat that keeps track of how many people you've killed and it's kept as points. And I'm like, you have to go like deep in the stats to find that. I don't know.
Really argument, Simon? That's a terrible argument, dude. You sound exactly like the type of person who would murder somebody. So
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
thank God your dad. You know what? But there are people who liked MGA. Like when I was in high school, I was like, man, people who like MGA are so basic. Like, what's your favorite game? MGA. I was like, okay. It's like there's no.
MGA?
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's GTA.
GTA, whatever.
I was trying to think, what the fuck game is
Metal
MG?
Gear Assault.
I was like, am I hearing you right? Come on. MGA?
Metal Gear Assault, guys. Gosh, man. No, GTA. Because we were talking about Metal Gear, so I don't know. Anyway,
Okay, I see.
people who said their favorite game was GTA, I was just like, oh gosh.
Damn.
I was like, okay, you have a basic taste in video games.
But GTA is such a well-made game, though. Like,
It's alright, dude. Like, storyline is alright. I don't know. It's just like the thing when they say their favorite game is GTA, it's like it's because they like killing random people and there's like.
okay,
mayhem.
would you say the same thing for someone who says their favorite game's like Red Dead Redemption, then?
No. 'Cause that means they like the Wild Wild West, and Red Dead Redemption has a lot of storyline to it.
I think, okay, GTA 5, the storyline is definitely a bit ridiculous, on the ridiculous side. You know, it's just more to like, the plot is more to serve as how can we put these characters in the most fun scenarios as possible.
Yeah, all together.
But I think GTA 4, honestly, like, it has a decent story.
I played a little bit of GTA 4. I never beat it, but I think
Did
they
you ever
all
go
have
bowling?
decent.
With your cousin?
Yeah, you get to go bowling with your cousin.
I think they all have decent stories. Like, oh, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? But it's just never my cup of pie. You know, like 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, number 13
Isn't
with
that crazy?
cheese.
It's crazy that the only like 2 big memes to come out have been both from San Andreas.
Well, San Andreas was probably the best one.
Everyone says that. But I've never really played any.
Is San Andreas the one on the PlayStation 2?
They were all, like... All the games before 4 was on the PS2 and Xbox.
Cool. I think I own San Andreas then.
Have you played all of them, Anthony?
I've only really played, like, the first part of GTA 3. I just sort of dropped it because... I don't know.
You're like, wow, this game has not aged well. Holy shit.
Like, people liked it.
The only thing that was redemptive for me for playing the game was cheat codes. And, like, you can just cheat code a tank in. And I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, no, like honestly, that for a lot of people, that's their favorite part of the game.
Yeah, anyway, that just, like, showed me, like, whenever someone said, this is my favorite game, I was like, okay. I was like, you're just, like,
Hey,
you're chaotic evil or something, you know?
hey Luke, what's your favorite game?
My favorite video juego is probably Fallout or Pikmin or
Pikmin, really?
Metal Gear
Pikmin-
Solid.
Pikmin's gone into your favorites.
Yeah, it's definitely a really good game. Very puzzly, very aggravating, but very fun.
No Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Melee, it's in my top 10, but
It's more than a game.
Yeah, it's more than a game. It's definitely a lifestyle. Anthony's right. I think Anthony's asked me that before too, and I'm like, it's more than a game.
Anthony, what about you then? Would Smash be in your top 5?
Top 10, definitely.
Yeah.
Damn, we're spending this much money on a top 10 game.
It's a fun game. Like
Yeah, top 10 is
we're
like
imagining a game. Like when you say something, your favorite game, I feel like it has to be a single player game. Like I feel like a game.
Yeah, no,
Like
I,
you can't
okay,
say,
I,
"Oh, my favorite game's PUBG or Fortnite." Like that's just so lame. What are you gonna do when the internet shuts down?
I see where you guys are coming from. I don't know why. It's just something I randomly think about a lot. I'm like, what is actually my favorite game? And I always think, I'm like, honestly, I really do enjoy Smash Ultimate. But I feel like saying Smash Ultimate feels like a cop-out answer at the same time.
Yeah, it's because it's a multiplayer game, and you can only enjoy it when you're beating somebody else. So your favorite game really is Anthony's off go. Your favorite game is N64 beating Anthony over.
I don't know, man. Luke, you know what? Anthony's given me some good moments, but I think you've given me my favorite moments.
Me?
Yeah.
Me an ultimate?
Yeah.
It has to be an ultimate because you don't beat me in any other game.
Just all the times that you've raged.
I've raged, yeah, but in ultimate, yeah. But that's because my character sucks, dude. I hate my life.
Why'd you choose Olimar, man?
I told Cameron, I was like, I like the way Olimar looks. If he's top 3, I'll main him. And then, he's top 3 on a lot of people's lists. So I was like, okay. I was like, God damn. I didn't expect this to
remember when
happen.
you were talking, I remember before the game came out, you're like, Pokemon trainer? I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that. And then
I was like, that sounded like a character you would want to main. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
I saw some Olimar footage. Was like, if he's top 3, I'll main him. Just to give you guys more Olimar experience, really, and then I like him. He's there's a lot to think about when you're playing Olimar, like a lot more than you would. It's like I wouldn't say a normal character, like a basic character.
So I wouldn't say a lot to think about, but just
a lot of
to
focus on.
Frustrated by.
Like I gotta focus on my Pikmin a lot, and focus on what glitches, what glitches are gonna be active.
My move didn't come out again.
Yeah. Oh man, I almost made a comeback at Genesis. It was insane, but every fair I threw out, it was nothing. Nothing came out of my hand, and I was like, no, this is the worst game for this. It was last hit, and a fair didn't come out, and then I died. I was like, okay. I was like,
it's like, God, where were you at that moment?
Monique,
I needed you. God, I needed you to be a purple in my hand.
It's like Myran is actually super religious, but he loves Olimar that much more.
Wait. Guys, we forgot. We were talking about RNG characters. Olimar is actually the most RNG character in the game.
100%, dude. 100%.
Did we even mention Olimar?
We didn't mention Olimar. If it was Brawl, we would have, but
it's just because. But the glitches. The glitches, they say they're kind of RNG to me, but Myran, he's like, yeah, I can explain why every glitch happens. So it's it's dumb. And yeah, there's so many dumb things. Pikmin take fall damage. It's so dumb. I threw purple on stage once.
Pikmin take fall damage?
Yeah, I threw purple on stage the other day and it died, and I was like, okay.
What?
I threw it from up top and it died.
Oh, so does it have to be a certain distance then?
I feel like yes, but also no. I feel like it takes a significantly less amount of fall damage from just a short hop or grounded, but it just takes more the higher you get. And then dies.
I wanted to live in the reality where before Olimar got nerfed, we saw one S tier that just had Olimar Grand Finals.
Yeah, literally one.
It was just it'll just go to game 10 and it'll just be Buzz and Shuton throwing Pikmin at each other. I'm smashing.
The thing is, it's just it's unfair, and they hate Olimar, and they won't. Oh, Pikmin 4, no Pikmin 4. I'm disappointed. But Pikmin don't even take fall damage in Pikmin games, and that's what triggers me. And honestly, I should be allowed to have 100 Pikmin on the stage at one time, but because that's
what. Okay, if we're bringing that up, technically Inkling's crouch should just be a flat line on the stage because Inkling doesn't crouch in Splatoon.
I agree, dude. I agree.
Yeah,
Inkling,
so
you need Inkling buffed
Inkling,
anyway. She was only an early meta character. You're not going anywhere with her because she's only early meta.
You know what? D should have infinite jumps.
Okay,
And
Anthony, you're going way too far,
Triple
dude.
Lux is Detour.
what the
Did he
heck?
can jump
Infinite
forever?
Could you imagine the mix-ups? Anthony, you would be jumping up 100 times, and I'd be like, I bet $100 he's gonna come down and try to suck me every fucking time without fail. Every time you stop, I mean, you're a lot better now.
K-Rool's belly armor should take at least 20 hits to break and cover his entire body.
Could you imagine they actually updated the design where the belly armor is just on his entire body?
Yeah, he's just
His
completely
back
brass.
armor. Yeah,
Brass K-Rool.
that'd be great.
That'd be awesome. Oh man. Anyway, so what were your favorite games? You never said. You asked me and Anthony, and
You asked me, and I never answered.
yeah, Anthony
Just
never
sort of-
answered. What's your favorite game of all time, Anthony?
Final Fantasy VI.
Because I have this conversation with Anthony every once in a while, and it was like Darkest Dungeon was like in his top 10. I was like, oh wow.
Darkest Dungeon's really good.
Yeah, I've never played it. They're coming out with a second one. And for you, Simon?
Let's think honestly. You know what? I feel like if I were to replay it now, I wouldn't like it as much, but I have to say it. Dark Souls would probably be there, just because. Like, are we saying like in our life or currently right now?
In our
What we-
life.
In our life of all time.
I'd say definitely Dark Souls then, no doubt.
No doubt, no doubt.
Fortress 2. I spent a ridiculous amount of hours on that.
Yeah, like the thing is, that's why I just like hate that multiplayer games can count. Um, is that like they wouldn't be there without the internet or whatever, and and you can spend thousands of hours into a multiplayer game because it's multiplayer and you get progression and you get better and better and whatnot. Well, for a single player game, you just enjoy what it is, and that's why it's like, okay, you're enjoying what it is, single player game. That's why I'm like, it shouldn't all be single player games, except for like maybe one multiplayer game in your top 10. Because like I have like 500 hours in PUBG, but I would never put it in my top 10.
Okay, in that case, definitely got to put Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Subspace Emissary.
Nice, good one.
Definitely a real classic there. You got
You
the
got,
entire cast.
you got Peach settling
Brawlcast was the best cast.
It's true. We all got Falco when we got random, so just a fact. All right, so Anthony would tell people to play Final Fantasy VI. I would tell people to play probably Fallout 3 or New Vegas, and then you would tell people to play Dark Souls. Cool. I think that about wraps it up for the podcast.
Wait a minute.
Arian literally never joined in.
Never showed up.
Yeah, Arian literally texted me on my way and then never showed up. So
Maybe he's still on his way.
yeah, let's just keep talking until Arian shows up.
Could you imagine Arian's actually running as fast as he can to
It's like
the nearest electronic available to him?
he shows up like 10 minutes after. He's in the lobby by himself. Like, where's everyone?
But he never showed up.
He literally said, "Give me a
How
second."
how about next week we just tell Arian to meet up? Be like, yeah, get me in the podcast. We'll meet you there.
Well, I told Arian since you're like Arian was like, I would fly out next time he goes to Arizona. Since next week you're gonna be here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe guys we all shoot the podcast live. All right, well I have to poop, so that's the end of the podcast.
All right. Sounds good.
See you guys later.
Fuck, I got
Hey yo, what the heck? I gotta think I'm dumb, bro.